I want to do a quick video today and just talk about being a game dev and being an independent game developer. You know, a full-time job, you're doing this as a side hustle, you're doing this for fun, maybe as a hobby, just to see what you can do, what you can create. And I just want to talk about how my own experience has been and where I want to take it. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. All right, so game development is massively popular right now. It's there's more and more games being published every year, and it's because of marketplaces like the Switch Marketplace, Steam, the iOS App Store, Google Play, and so on. You know, all of these places, not only will they allow you to have a AAA game and publish it on those platforms, but they actually, many of them cater to the indie developer, the solo developer, someone who's just, you know, working on a side project. It's a very low barrier to entry for many of these platforms. You only need, you know, a small amount of money to register for a license. In some cases, you may not even need a license. It's just a matter of knowing code. And if you're good at design, you can create a game and design it yourself, and you're off to the races. But because it's such a low barrier to entry, it means the competition is intense. Like, there is a lot of competition out there. So getting your app seen is not something that you should expect to happen. And that's because, you know, a number of things, right? The big players, the AAA players, are going to be the ones that are going to take most of the views because, you know, let's be honest, most people are playing those games and there's only so many hours in the day. So if you're going to play a game, you're not going to be playing some game made by some guy in some bedroom in his house. You're going to probably be playing the Fortnites and the Call of Duties of the world, right? If you are the type of person that caters to, or that leans towards independent developers and independent studios, being someone like myself, who is a solo person, who is working as a hobby, who is working alone on a limited budget, in his spare time, is very difficult to even compete at that level, because small indie studios are now still funded by quite a bit of money. They have venture capital, they have bankroll from private investors, and many of them are doing this even though they're independent developers. They aren't backed by a major label. They are still doing this as their full-time job, and they're expected to, you know, turn a profit and return value to whatever investor they have. Making matters even worse for someone like myself and many of the people that are probably watching this video, you know, being someone who is doing it all by themselves, it becomes really, really difficult, because now you are in a position where not only do you have to write the code, come up with the game design, come up with the logic, but you have to come up with the game assets as well, music, art, and you have to do the marketing, social media, and everything that is involved in getting your game in front of eyeballs for them to play. So I'm talking about this because it's on my mind, because I was reviewing the stats of Zeroed for a video that I did a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, after 6 months of release, this game that I released has had 77 downloads, which is not a lot. I mean, especially for a free app, I'm not getting paid at all, but, you know, even if I was trying to monetize this, 77 downloads, you know, if it's $1 a download, I'd get $77 minus Apple's commission of 30%, minus any taxes I have to pay on that. So it's really not a lucrative platform. So the whole point of this video, and what I want to get across to anyone who's watching this, I don't want to be a downer. I don't want to discourage people from doing their thing. I just want to make sure that people who are in my shoes, who have a full-time job, who have kids, who have a family that they want to be a part of, just be realistic. Do what you're doing because you enjoy doing it. Don't try and create a game to be the next Flappy Bird or the next, you know, big hit indie game. Do it because you want to create something and share it with the world. And maybe if you do a good enough job and you have some luck on your side, you will actually reach millions of people. And with that, I'll see you next week. Bye for now. Peace.